Hello, hello, beautiful person watching this. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 silent run. I just want to take a couple minutes at the start of this run to talk about myself and what's been going on lately. To all of my loyal fans, thank you for hanging in there. Almost 500 subscribers with no social media and just uploading Slay the Spire runs towards the end of its life even is really quite amazing. And it's a bit of a shame for me to, be kind of neglecting the channel lately. But got a new job recently, a bit of a long drive, and I've just had a bit less time lately, and motivation running lower, interests going elsewhere, etc. Of course, winding down a bit since Slay the Spire 2 is on the horizon. And all of that together, the videos are just becoming, a bit tougher to make, but really, I could find the time if I really tried, so that's my bad. But to be fully transparent, uploads will probably be a bit infrequent until Slay the Spire 2 comes out, although I will be getting, just say, a buff by getting more remote days for work soon, and so that might allow me to upload comfortably more often. But either way, appreciate all the support that I've received so far. Even if you've never commented, if you just watch every video, just know that I have much love for you, and I hope that you continue to enjoy going into the future. But there will be lots of content when Slay the Spire 2 drops. That's absolutely true, because I am really looking forward to that. So here we are playing the Silent, and we found an Envenom from the rare card, and probably not better than After Image if I'm being honest, but I love me some Envenom and I wanted to give it a try, so gonna be making that work here. Did find a well-laid plans as well, and Blade Dance really good to apply 3 stacks of Envenom. That's amazing. So deck's looking pretty good so far. These cards all suck. We do have a Bane here, which goes well with Envenom in theory. It's just, in reality, that's... You gotta find the Envenom, you gotta put it in play, and then it's like... It's whatever. So take the Flying Knee instead, it's fine. And Scrap Ooze here. Oof, 3 clicks, no Relic. Decided to keep going. Get a Toy Ornithopter, which will give us 5 health back whenever we use a potion. That's pretty good. Any sustains welcome on the Silent, of course. And we got this big mean guy here to try to beat us up. Probably considering Flex Pot here, but that's a unfortunate use of the Flex Pot, is using it on a hallway fight. But now I'm realizing the predicament I put myself in by not using it is I can't even split here. So ouch. Gonna take a lot of damage there. And then, yeah, bad draws, but we were always drawing this. So 27 health split, that's pretty tough. And drew all defends on the turn we're not getting hit. That's absolutely devastating. This is not looking good for us right now. How does this possibly win? And I actually do end up drinking the Flex Pot anyway. Oh, it's absolutely disgusting. Avert your eyes. This wins, by the way. But yeah, this fight didn't go as planned. I don't think it was insane to try to hold a Flex Pot necessarily, but I think I needed to appreciate the situation I was in and just rip it that one turn. And Dagger Sprays here, area of effect, and it also hits twice for Envenom. Pretty good. And we get a Shuriken, which is pretty exciting. That will give us 3, or it'll give us 1 strength whenever we play 3 attacks in 1 turn. So Blade Dance always gives you 1 strength now. That's pretty good. It's a little bit... I don't want to say it's a non-bow with Envenom, but you can kind of think of Envenom and Shuriken as kind of doing the same thing. The more you attack in a fight, the stronger you are. And you could then argue that Shuriken's not as good here. I forgot I had an extra energy from Flying Knee. Not going to matter, though. Luckily. You keep the shield for next turn. That's correct. So, a bit of a whoops there. And Catalyst is offered. Catalyst, of course, only working with the Envenom here. There's also dagger throw, which is fine. Do take the catalyst after all. So we're dodging elites here for sure. Yeah, this is very spooky. So, but we're getting relics anyway. Found a horn cleat as well, which will give us 14 block on turn 2. That's an excellent relic in nearly every run of Slay the Spire. So 0 elites Act 1 here. Almost died. But sometimes you gotta think, okay, we already found this, you know, scaling rare card. So we're a bit ahead of schedule, and so you can get away with not doing as many elites. And backflip is here, gonna click that. That's pretty good. Upgrade Wally plans, of course. Pretty good card. And so we're gonna be great against Hexaghost, this Shuriken, and Venom, and even the Horn Cleat to block on this turn. What a disgusting hand, though. Ouch. Definitely getting some bad draws in this run, that's for sure. Considered using the regen pot, I'm sure. Choosing to not block so I can get the Shuriken prop. You do have to kill this guy pretty quickly, of course. Does end up hitting you for a cool billion. Do play Catalyst. Could have definitely considered striking there instead of a defend. And yeah, I mean, it's 2 turns away from hitting us, so I do regen pot now because this is becoming rather sus, actually. And we might need that health to live. So in theory, our deck's good, but it's a little bit slow and didn't draw amazing either. There's the 6x6. Luckily drew a Nooch. Not gonna be able to live here. And if I had played the regen pot on turn 1, it would have actually hit us harder because we were at, I believe, 33 health or something like this. And every 12 health you have, every 12 current health, it'll do 1x6 time, or 1x6 more. So the number before the X goes up by 1. Which is why sometimes it hits you really hard and sometimes it doesn't. And we get a fairy in a bottle, which is good, and Alchemize is here, which we are of course taking with the Toy Ornithopter that we have. It's really, really good. And Sozu unpickable here. We have Alchemize and Toy Ornithopter, so that relic is absolute trash. Snecko, not amazing here. Gonna take the Slaver's Collar. It's an okay relic. Always better than skipping, of course. But notably does nothing in hallway fights, and boy, are Act 2 hallway fights brutal. So we were certainly not exactly looking for that. It's gonna be tough, still. And the birds are angry. Are we taking damage despite Horncleat here? That's pretty wild. Yes, we are. Finally drawing good cards. Gonna be able to break the bird here. The left guy doesn't have any strength, so still knock it down though. Could have considered taking 6 and breaking the one that's strength buffing instead. Now we're getting hit for a lot. Gotta Alchemize, and then I'm definitely gonna play that. It's just too slow not to. So of course. And now we can break the right bird. Probably not playing in Venom here. I keep it anyway. And that's actually quite good. Dagger Spray is absolutely cooking here. My god. These cards are terrible. Take a Masterful Stab. It's fine. Another fairy in a bottle. That's, I'm probably going to be discarding one of those because We want to be able to make more potions to heal with the Toy Ornithopter and whatnot. The odds of using 2 fairies is very low. And Envenom not doing anything here because it is blocking. It has to be unblocked damage for it to apply poison. And managed to get there thanks to Shuriken. So Shuriken actually doing something very good. And there is a Piercing Well here. Sure. Transform 2 is good. Into Bane all-out attack, I believe that was. So just slightly better attacks than we had before. Should have played Dagger Spray. I noticed immediately. Play Dagger Spray last because it applies Malleable, of course. So considering what to get rid of here, I can play everything if I get rid of the curse. So I do. I remembered I had energy that time. Very good. Can't find this Envenom, unfortunately. That's a bit of a bummer. So this Snake Plant is going to be beating the absolute heck out of us. Just keeping it friendly for the algorithm, you know? And Bane is doing damage. Making me eat my words. And another Blade Dance, easy pick. We have Shuriken and Venom, of course, so that's really what we're looking for. And we get the hardest fight in the game. Fungi Beast plus Avocado. You really don't want to see this when you're weak like this. That's for sure. So would have loved to Dagger Spray second after playing Odd Attack, but the problem is that we might discard the Dagger Spray with the Odd Attack. That'd be bad. And taking 31 here, absolutely no way we're blocking that. Just going to lose the fairy. Ouch. So thank God we found that, of course. This run is sus. That's for sure. 0 Elite Act 1. Almost died in Act 2 already. How can we possibly win from here? It's a bit hard to believe, isn't it? I'm gonna use the potion to get out here. Entropic Brew is huge there. Wow. That potion will give us a potion in every one of our potion slots that are open. So we happened to use the potion to get out there into the perfect potion, basically. And upgrade Alchemize. That's going to be really good. Want to make sure we can play that whenever we'd like. All attack is here. I'm considering not drawing there because I didn't want to hit like Well-Aid Plans, for example, or something like this. Or Venom. And Gamba. Unfortunately, no Envenom here. Still no Envenom. This Envenom is being very elusive in this run, which is not good, because that's kind of like all of our scaling. And we even took Catalyst for it. There it is. Basically bottom card there. And perfectly killing the Mad Gremlin there. Thank goodness. I even Catalyst for 4 poison. Ouch, man. But yeah, this thing's gonna die very quickly, of course, because of the strength scaling and whatnot, so just spend the energy, it's fine. And we made it through Gremlin Leader unscathed. Gremlin Leader was very kind to us here. I even use a potion just in case we find another one here. And we do. And we get a Gremlin Horn from the Gremlin Leader, very fitting. And we get a Calculated Gamble as well. So now whenever an enemy dies, we will draw a card and gain 1 energy. Excellent in any fight with minions or many enemies. Piercing Well, stripping some artifacts. And my god, Horncleat is good. Often worth buying in the shop, even. What a great relic. And this is quite bad. Sphere Guardian is kind of the nightmare here. Just having a very hard time actually getting through this block. We did Artifact Pot the Frail, so we are able to block the normal amount here, but still a very formidable enemy. Gonna have to upgrade. Got there. Possibly didn't need to upgrade, actually. And we do have a Catalyst Plus, so this Deadly Poison Plus looks pretty good. And we get a Courier, which will reduce the cost of everything in shops by 20%, and stuff will restock when we buy it. So if we buy an attack or a skill or a power, we'll see another one of those underneath it. And another Entropic Brew. Man, this Toy Ornithopter is overperforming. What an incredible common relic. It's worth noting that, you know, while we're talking about it, relic rarity does not accurately reflect their power necessarily. Definitely some very, very strong common relics in this game. It's usually how crazy their effect is that's the rarity is determining. Dead Branch being at common would be crazy, for example. And I'm feeling strong enough possibly to take this Super Elite. Might as well get that out of the way if possible. Although it might be Slavers, and that's a little bit spooky. Got the Centurion Mystic fight. This shouldn't be too bad. Famous last words. Speed Pot to heal. Alchemize. And unfortunately can't quite get there here. Gonna take 13. Ouch. And it really is incredible, like, the cards that are Strike plus plus are way better than, like, I used to think they were. This Dagger Spray is insane. It is so strong. That one Dagger Spray, not even upgraded. Just cooking. And it's another Blade Dance or another Piercing Wheel. I do take the Piercing Wheel. It's time to start adding those to the deck, of course, later in the game. They become insane, and against the Heart and even the Act 3 bosses, they are very strong. Get to defend, Blade Dance. You have a Gambler's Brew in case this draw goes really bad. Woof. Yeah, I might, in hindsight, pop the Entropic Brew here. But yeah, I would say I've gotten extremely lucky with potions this run. That double fairy, or just the one fairy anyway, and both Entropic Brews appearing. I mean, if you're alchemizing every fight diligently, you will find good potions, but we are getting quite lucky, of course. And taking 27 here. So we would be extra dead without this Toy Ornithopter, that's for sure. And we're down to 13 going into Super Elite here. There's a Terror, which is pickable. Although it's kind of not really what we're doing, I think, but it's fine. I do take it. And it's Book of Stabbing. Drink the Cultist Pot. Drink the Power Pot first. There's another Envenom. Yeah, we need to get this thing dead now. 2 decks is not going to matter when it's hitting us for, you know, 42 or whatever. This thing has to die, and it has to die fast. How do I not die here, actually? Oh, we have double piercing whale. And we have Slaver's Collar. Those are good. Unfortunately, these piercing whales are a little bit awkward. Next turn, it's going to hit us for a lot. Just one big hit. So, gonna have to live next turn somehow. I should skill pot, which will heal us enough to live. Cloak and dagger blocks as well, that's fine. And then save the piercing whale. The next turn we can piercing whale. And I mean, this is just one example of why piercing whale is absolutely insane. This blocking for 36. Wait. I mean, it's dead anyway, but 36 damage. And we get a frozen egg, which will upgrade all future powers we add to our deck. And we get a leg sweep as well. That's a fine block card. And probably thinking I have to rest here, unfortunately. Use the cultist pot, of course. Error. Gamble. Gonna rip that potion immediately. Being very cautious here. Probably didn't need to use that, but boy would I feel dumb dying if I should have used the potion and didn't, you know? And piercing whale once again blocking for 18 damage. It's pretty good. And next turn it will debuff, so gonna block as much as I can here, keep the damage, and then hopefully dagger spray next turn and kill some stuff. Can blade dance first to get more strength, so dagger spray does more damage. And pretty good. I even killed that, even though it was already dead to the poison, because I wanted to draw the card and gain the energy right now. And that's a lot of poison. So I'm just gonna hope that it doesn't hit us, and then it's dead in 2 turns. And in fact, it does not hit us. So I can just press E twice. Well, the regen pot was already over anyway, so that's fine. And we've got another potion, and Tools Plus is offered. So we're not really doing the discard thing here. Actually takes second Alchemize, it looks like. No? It's a tough choice. Do take second Alchemize after all. So we are officially brewing. It's very exciting. And these are pretty bad. Buster Crown, unpickable, of course. Possibly the worst boss luck of the game. It is actually click it and lose, generally speaking. So Bing Bong versus Tiny House. We already have Slaver's Collar, so take the Tiny House and hope. Didn't want the curse, it seems. Upgrade Alchemize, that's actually pretty good. And the potion is okay. I skipped the cards. Bad card award. Would love a shop soon. We have 500 gold and a courier. So I really need to see a shop soon. And only 23 minutes, but this run has 40 minutes left. So this is going to be a long Act 3 and 4, it seems. Flying knee to gain some energy next turn. Decent hand with the backflip. And then what to play? I play Blade Dance over Deadly. Questionably, I will add. Good. Blade Dance. It should be dead. Yep. Good fight. And there's an accuracy, which is... It's probably good enough, but I don't think I take it here. It's just like a really slow card that's kind of like in Venom. And we already have Shuriken, so I'd skip it. Possibly wrong to skip it. That's for sure. I'm sure someone out there would have snap-picked that. It was even upgraded already. Of course, we have Frozen Egg. I would never take unupgraded accuracy there, but accuracy plus was possibly right. Keep Piercing Wail against the 3 enemies. Pretty good. And wow, it's blocking for 30 damage here. That's pretty good. Once again, we are a Piercing Wail propaganda channel. Six plus 6 plus 7. We are perfectly full blocking. That's beautiful. Yeah, it is. Piercing Wail was the most shocking discovery I made in this game, to be sure. I used to see it when I was new. I was just like, you know, it's blocking for 6. And then you realize the applications and you're like, wow. It was a long time ago. Jorbs had the, like, the Spire chat of, like, what is the best card in Slay the Spire? That video is, absolutely amazing if you haven't watched it. It's a little bit of a rant, but some invaluable information in there and still holds up to this day. And one of the shocking things I found at the time was that he had picked Piercing Wail more than almost any other card. And I was like, this card, it's just a block card, but it's actually really, really strong. And yeah, of course, you can't take it like too early or in excess, but yes, as the run goes on, they become so good, and it's just a common. It's really, really crazy. Excellent having the Gremlin Horn in this fight. Really good stuff. Now I draw in a Catalyst to kill it. That's pretty good. Could have considered using a Vulnerable Pop, but we didn't get a potion anyway. And there's Acrobatics versus Blade Dance Plus. I actually take the Blade Dance Plus, which is a little crazy. Acro is pretty good, of course, but I'm just so interested in having all this damage. And Wraithform Plus is in this shop. And then I click it and there's another Wraithform Plus behind it. And then I click that and there's a Footwork Plus behind that. So yes, we desperately needed this shop. What a great shop. There's also Finesse here, which I didn't consider at all. Finesse with this Footwork we just found could actually be good. But probably not worth 78 gold. I'm going to save our money for another shop where there's possibly even more goodies. And so we have a new game plan. Going to be playing Wraithform and hoping that we don't die before Wraithform Dexterity Minus kills us. Unfortunately, didn't draw any Wraithform here, so going to be taking 7. There's Wraithform. Yeah, we do have some good scaling with the Shuriken and the Catalyst and the Envenom and all. Just have to actually live, so those few turns that Wraithform buys us is going to be huge. And of course, using potions to get them out of the potion slots so that we can make more and heal. Didn't get to play Welly Plans this fight, so just going to rip the second Wraithform early. Good fight. Again, could have considered using a potion there, but we're not finding potions from monsters at all. I think we have like a 70 or 80% chance of finding a potion right now, if I recall. And Transient is spooky. Didn't even consider playing Venom here. Just gonna do as much damage as we can, and then probably play Welly Plans and take 8. Unfortunately. Keep Leg Sweep for sure. And yeah, just need to find our Wraithforms here. Probably full gamble, if I had to guess. Although maybe getting rid of Leg Sweep is a little bit, you know, ambitious. I do it anyway. Attack Pot's really good here, actually. Ew! Should have used the Attack Pot first, man. This is the guy we're watching. I think it was a misclick if I remember. Like I tried to, you know, when you right click and it like drops the card, I tried to do that and then it just like went through anyway. That happened at some point in this run and it tilted me. I think that was the moment. Second Wraith forms here. But if we play it, we might not be able to block for 1, which we want to do. I should still play this attack pot, by the way. I know that I'm holding it. Attack pot is like a solid potion and all, but healing for 5 is pretty good. Yeah. And there's a potion. Second Holy Plants with Prepared Plus is offered, and that's some solid draw for free. Could use that. Considering ripping the upgrade pots, but why not use Power Pot against Giant Head, right? I'm thinking probably that I don't need it in this fight because it's so... we're so well geared for it, but I do end up using it. These powers suck. After Image is fine to incidentally block for us, so that even if we have no decks from Well-Laid Plans, I mean from Wraith form, then we can still block. After Image, pretty good card with Wraith form. Okay, all of the non-attack cards first to stack the slow debuff and go crazy. And Venom is not in play, notably. But that's okay. And I should not have played Defend there, should have played in Venom. I have After Image in play, so that was just some muscle memory taking over. Gotta play the Reform and block for the 1, but actually didn't have to because we had After Image. Definitely not a huge mistake, but a obvious dumb mistake, to be sure. Still haven't taken any damage in this fight. Gonna be able to Masterful Stab for 0. This is a great turn, doing a lot of damage. And it's dead. We get a Duvu Doll, which will give us 1 strength per curse in our deck, basically just a Vajra. And we found another Wraith Form Plus, so we are triple Wraith Formed in just a few floors. That's pretty good. That's all the good powers. Very pleased to find those on turn 1 where we're not getting attacked by Nemesis. If it was 45ing us there, that would have been a whole different story. But it was not. And considering playing Blade Dance just to put some poison on, get some strength. I even pitch. Don't really know why I didn't play like Leg Sweep, for example, but whatever. Can't play Alt Attack because it would discard Wraith Form. Can't play Wraith Form because it doesn't do anything this turn. Could have played Wraith Form, but it was wrong. Get some poison going here. Definitely a mildly concerning fight here. Catalyst is pretty good here. Definitely don't want to shuffle away 2 Wraith forms. That would be bad. Ew! Certainly not the best hand I've ever seen. Didn't risk all attack to do like 2 damage. Ish. Actually don't know how much damage, because it would do 1 and then it would apply 1 poison, and I don't know how much that 1 poison is going to actually equate into in this fight. I could keep Bane Blade Dance here, or I should have kept Bane over Flying Knee. It's gonna die anyway, I think, but that was more damage, of course. Super dead. And we get a Ceramic Fish, which will give us some 9 gold whenever we add a card to our deck. Very late to find that, and underwhelming relic in general anyway. Luckily get to key a Darkstone Periapt. That's probably the worst relic in the game. Bottled Flame and whatnot are pretty bad as well, but Bottled Flame actually has situations where it's good, whereas Darkstone Periapt is like basically useless. Gonna drink some potions here. I should also probably drink Skill Pot here. I should prepared, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. All attack's good. Ew, there's Wraith form. I'm sure it's fine. And Gremlin Horn, of course, absolutely disgusting in this fight. You really love to have Gremlin Horn when there's 4 minions to kill. I'm probably considering keeping Dagger Spray for next turn when it makes more dudes. I decide not to do that. Considering backflipping, Skill Pot, get the Deadly, play Alchemize, keep the other cards. Sure. So I could just block and play Piercing Wail, but I decided to just play Wraith form. I did not need to play the Defend because I have After Image, but I keep forgetting about that because I don't actually have an After Image in my deck, so I'm not used to having it. A little bit silly. Should have played Envenom. So I just missed some damage. Not thinking the line entirely through. Bit of a rookie play there. But I think I knew that because I had Wraithworm in play and After Image, I just didn't care anymore. It was over anyway. And Happy Flower will give us 1 energy every 3 turns. That's a pretty good relic, especially considering our lack of energy. Considering Block Pot, I do take it. Jawworms are here, actually pretty spooky. And they're all attacking on turn 1. Uh-oh. And we can't play Wraith Form here, even if we draw into it. It's gonna Block Pot, Alchemize, getting a lot of Skill Pots. So it can decide to just take the 8 and then heal with the Toiling Thopter after. Getting domed for 34. Not much blockage going on. Should probably Skill Pot here. And we're back. Past me had to take a moment there, seems. I do Skill Pot, get the Corpse Explosion, which is great. Now we only have to kill one of these guys instead of all of them. Decided not to play the Envenom. Would it have died? I think so. Anyway, if that was true, oops. And I get another Footwork Plus, that's pretty good. And Mind Bloom's here. Haven't seen this event in a while. Probably because I haven't been playing very much also. But Mind Bloom, always fun. This is my favorite event in the game for sure. I hope it's in Slay the Spire too. That'd be awesome. Really cool and fun. And actually a little sad about the strength because it's going to split. But I'm just going to play Deadly Poison anyway, of course, so that's cool. And Guardian weirdly has Thorns, but it says whenever you play an attack, you get reflect damage, not like whenever you actually attack. So multi-hit attacks will only reflect once still. Really convenient when you're playing like Tantrum as the Watcher, where normally the Thorns would hit you 4 times. You only get hit once. And considering what to do here, probably just going to Wraith Form. I should have taken Heal Hook there, actually. It was already weakened. And I had Nooch in my hand anyway. That's fine. Would have drawn Ascender's Bane with it. That is results-oriented thinking. It was still correct to take it, probably. But it would not have mattered in this case because our top card was Ascender's Bane. That's true. No need to attack into the 20 block here. A little bit awkward, but it's fine. Play backflip. We're still intangible. Get to play a bunch of attacks. And we get a Lizard Tail as our rare relic. That's very exciting and actually relevant in this run. And we get another backflip. So now, whenever we die, we will resurrect with half of our life. The first time we die, that is. And a little bit tricky here, what to do. We have to kill this Exploder, of course. It'll kill us, although it won't kill us. It'll do 30 damage. But maybe we don't have to kill it, because if we draw Wraith Form, then it's dealing 1 damage, which doesn't matter. So I'm thinking what to do here. Do I Deadly Poison the guy? Do I Blade Dance the guy? I do, in fact, end up Blade Dancing it. I think in hindsight, I mean, the thing is, Venom is not even good in this fight because they're not really attacking this Spiker very much, probably, and then we can't even use it on the Spirit Guardian. Spirit Guardian will not leave us alone this run. And unfortunately couldn't keep the Wraith Form there, so going to be getting hit for a lot. Perhaps should have just played it last turn. Got rid of Well-Laid Plans. That's a little bit questionable also. Must be said. There's Wraith Form. Here to save us. Play the Wraith Form, defend. Points of attacks at Spiker. Should have played no, Neutralize is good to strip the artifact. That's fine. And it's dead. And Happy Flower's on 2. That's nice. Happy Flower on 2 extra good as the Silent because you draw extra cards on turn 1. Those cards are bad. Concentrate, not doing a lot here. We don't have much to draw. Mirrors here. And that's pretty good. We have 3 Wraith Forms and a Catalyst, so what to even copy, right? I think I decide that 3 Wraith Form is plenty, and in fact we need more damage, so probably copy the Catalyst here. But who knows? There's also Alchemize, which is a real option. But I think in hindsight I would click Catalyst here. I don't know what I clicked in the past here, so we will see. But yeah, it turns out that the Heart does 15 damage to you even when you're in Wraith form. And the Beat of Death also is a problem. So if you can't block against the heart, even if you're intangible forever, it's a bit dicey anyway. And so you want to have the double catalyst to get out of that fight as quickly as possible. But we did find another fairy in a bottle, which is absolutely huge. Gonna try to hang on to that until the heart, and then no matter what happens, we should be fine. I do, in fact, click the catalyst and remove a strike. Once again, I'm offered accuracy. This time it looks a lot more reasonable. I probably still don't take it, though. Save the money for next shop. And, of course, red key, so we can win. And this fight is a little tough. Gotta find this in Venom. Corpse Explosion here would be really good, but we don't have that. So there's Venom. And the problem with this is we have to get through the block in order to apply the poison to get rid of these artifact charges. And that's easier said than done. X-Pot. So this won't even hit twice because it has artifacts, so that's a bummer. I get rid of Bane. That's questionable, I have to say. Catalyst is in my hand and doing nothing, and I got rid of Bane, which is really bad. Definitely want to be keeping attacks here so we can actually kill these. Terror gets rid of a thing. And again, we cannot get through. Just barely made it through. Gonna Catalyst for 14 poison. Oof. Yeah, we have a second one. Of course. Play the Wraith form before getting rid of all of our hand. And I should just Bane. Defending is a little bit slow. Yeah. Yep. That's a good hand. Here we go. I decided to start pointing attacks at the other guy, just to get the artifacts out of the way. We already have a good amount of poison on Donu. Gotta make sure Deca dies eventually as well. Pointing attacks at it now is a little bit questionable. Because the Donu is, maybe gonna do damage to us. But I am trying to get some poison going on Deca so that we can catalyst it before all of our Wraith forms run out. Can kill Donu this turn, so just barely got there anyway, despite my best efforts to throw. And again, for 14, or is that right? 14 poison, yeah. Are we out of Wraith forms? I thought we had another one. No? Huh. I'm gonna try to kill it right now. We have a lot of strength. I should have played backflip there, probably. Didn't matter, though. But yeah, we just needed to find the blade dance there and we were good. So managed to make it through that. It was a little sus, but managed to make it through. And in theory, double catalyst against Time Eater should be easy money. But if we can't line that up, then we are going to take a lot of damage. So, see how this one goes. We have, of course, Blade Dance centric decks against Time Eater tend to be tough. I actually don't play any cards there. I'm just interested in not resetting and being able to play cards. The damage we're doing doesn't matter yet. We need to apply poison, or else what we're doing doesn't even matter at all. So So we'll probably do it again. I can play cards here. I'm gonna Blade Dance. Ew. Because if I play Wraithform here, it's on 11, and that's really awkward. I should actually probably go attack pot Wraithform and play whatever attack I get. That's probably correct. It's tough though, because I don't like. I could also just play Piercing Wail, Auto Attack. If I play Blade Dance, I'm always putting 2 shivs into my deck and also discarding Wraithform, which is pretty awkward. So hard turn, definitely much consideration here. I do in fact play Blade Dance. This looks so ugly. It looks so ugly, but whatever. Drew another Wraithform, of course. Get 2 of them in there. There's Venom finally. Start putting some poison on him. There's Deadly. There's Bane. Artifact pot's good for the next act. I might even keep these. And I'm gonna make sure I proc the Time Warp here, so we don't have an awkward next turn. So I could probably Catalyst soon. Here's Blade Dance, which applies some poison. And so we want to line it up so that we kill over 2 turns, we get it into reset range with the first tick of the huge poison, and then the second tick of the huge poison kills it right before it resets. That's ideal. So I'm definitely doing a little math here. So if we double Catalyst right now, I can play it here. It ticks for 57, does not reset, and then next turn I can go 171, 171, and it's dead. Or whatever that number is, 168. Yeah, just Leg Sweep Catalyst, and it's dead. So, good fight. Catalyst carrying here. Catalyst, easily the best card against Tiny Eater, is silent. It's so good. Trivializes the fight, basically. The reset is not a factor when you have it. And good to go on to 2060. Wait a second. Did I already do this run? No, surely not. People in 2060 be like, 2025 was 35 years ago. So stupid. What's to even upgrade? Nothing is good. Leg Sweep, I guess. Or maybe another Blade Dance upgrade. Piercing Wail cannot be right. Sorry, past me. That's just not good. Doesn't do anything. It was Leg Sweep, obviously. There's another Wraith form. There is another Wraith form here. This is not a drill. 4 Wraith forms. Plus Lizard Tail, plus Fairy Bottle. How can we possibly die here? It's surely impossible. I should play Footwork, yep. I'm probably going to Artifact Pot just because it heals and we're going to get another potion anyway. And nice Horn Cleat, blocking for essentially 6 here. See, I never found like a Crippling Cloud here or anything like this. Corpse Explosion, Bouncing Flask. We got there with Envenom and 1 Deadly Poison plus. I think we did see a Crippling Cloud, but it was against something else better. Perhaps. And yeah, this is ugly. Not doing any damage. There's the Alchemize. Gonna probably Artifact Pot. Piercing Wail to proc artifacts. Did I just play Catalyst? Or no, was that Leg Sweep? No, surely not. Yeah. I'm considering not playing this Artifact Pot. I want this Artifact Pot in my life. I do play it, though. And get the draw. And Thorn's Pot is pretty good in the hard fight as well. That is doing quite a lot of damage to the multi-hit, of course. That'll help us get there. But this fight is looking extra awkward. There is 0 poison applied to any of these enemies. What's going on here? Here we go. Keep the Catalyst. Piercing Wail is not doing a lot, but it does get rid of the artifact on the left guy. So does Dagger Spray, I suppose. Ew! Can't block. Keep these cards. The right guy dies next turn. Keep the Catalyst for later. We can actually apply poison to the left guy. And it is a little bit awkward that we can't, you know, do damage, unblocked damage to the shield. Definitely. But Wraith Form is just too strong. We cannot take damage. And now we can finally attack. We've taken damage 15 times this fight, it seems. Always an interesting stat. Thankfully didn't discard Catalyst. I'm considering keeping it still because 8 poison is just not enough. Woof. The next turn we are no longer intangible. Definitely a bit spooky here. Get rid of the burn so we don't take the 1. And I don't play Dagger Spray because we want to keep it around so we can actually do damage with it. And then now it's gonna attack us again, so we can wait a turn. There we go. And then keep. I'm considering discarding because of the burn in my hand, but then I'm like, we already have 3 burns in there, so I decided to play some cards, a little bit questionable. Alright, we got there. We've done it! And we get an Anchor, 10 block on turn 1, not bad, and Corpse Explosion is here, which will give us a little bit of extra help with the poison, even though it's only 1 enemy. It's worth it, I would say. There's Catalyst. Both Catalysts, in fact, and no Welly plans. And that's pretty awkward because how are we gonna do damage this fight? So yeah, not a fan of seeing both Catalysts and a Wraith Form in my opening hand here with no Welly plans. Definitely very scary. And the big 6/7 is coming in hot here. So I decided to just take the fairy or the lizard tail here and deal some damage. So here goes lizard tail, or fairy in a bottle rather. And then gonna have to Wraith Form. Probably. We could find Piercing Wail. I should backflip first. I'm not even gonna wow, that's crazy. Fine, Alchemize into Block Pot, so that worked out. And yeah, I could Blade Dance, but we're taking 8 damage to play it. And there goes another Wraith Form. I don't know if I'm playing this one correctly or not, but we're not dead. And just looking for Welly plans desperately here, and can't find it now. Woof. There it is. Still 2 more Wraith Forms in there. love a Piercing Wail here. Don't have it in my hand though. So that's a lot of damage. Gonna definitely play Wraith Form here. We will die, but we have Lizard Tail to save us. Play defend first. And I could probably just Corpse Explosion. Get rid of those artifacts, those pesky artifacts. Not keeping Whale again. So now we gotta find these catalysts again. But we should be fine now. We have Wraith Forms, we have 30 health, and 2 catalysts in the deck. Play the defend, then Wraith Form. And we're chilling. Yeah, the Piercing Wail is not quite lining up in this way. There's one, but we're already full blocking, essentially. Still haven't seen a catalyst on the second way around here. That's not good. Just gonna play Piercing Wail anyway to block for like 5, essentially. And could just gamble in the double catalyst right now. I don't think I see the line though. I could whiff, but I could go Blade Dance plus then gamble, and then that would have hit both catalysts probably. And then it would die in 2 turns. Now we're taking 1 more turn though, which a little bit awkward, but it's fine. And it won't die to this hit because the poison does damage on its turn, and then it will have no damage left to do, unfortunately. But that's fine. Get a billion wounds in our deck. And press E to E. And we've done it. So a wild ride that run, that's for sure. Nearly dying. Didn't check the relics there. Oh yeah, nearly dying in Act 1 and Act 2. Taking 0 leads in Act 1, and then eventually the Alchemize plus Toy Ornithopter carried us into finding Wraith Forms and winning. So that was very strange, but a cool run, I thought. If you're still here, how have you not subbed? How have you not liked the video? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a beautiful day.